What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Skybreak. My name is Splattercat. Very, very happy to have you here with us today as we try to finish this island. Now, I don't know how many episodes of this series I'm going to do, but what I can tell you is that I am enjoying my time with the game, and I think the developers have done a great job, and it's rare that I get indie games of this quality level that come through that are this ambitious. That's the thing, is this is a very, very ambitious game for a team. It really sincerely is. And so the fact that everything comes together so well and feels so nice is really sort of refreshing, and also, I'm going to one-shot this little bastard over here, and also really, really satisfying. Oh, they're everywhere. Well, that's going to be problematic for me then. Basically, I just got to whittle, though. If I pick off the one... You're attacking... No, tank for me! Tank for me, Kittybot! Kittybot abandoned me. Kittybot's being a little bastard right now. Kittybot? What if I told you about abandoning me and leaving me to die? I've said that's a bad, bad Kittybot. That's a bad, bad Kittybot right now. It's my pie kitty. Alright, so... like dating yourself with your references. God, I remember when South Park first came out, and like your parents wouldn't let you watch it, so you had to sneak out. Like, for example, I didn't get to watch South Park until like the 3rd or 4th season, when I finally had my own TV that I had gotten. And I picked it up like at a garage sale or something like that. And then at that point, I had to run the cable wire through the walls of the house because the room wasn't built for cable. And so my dad helped me drill cable and everything in there. And then once I did that, I had to get in between the walls. You know that? You can get in between your walls? I don't know if a lot of people know that. You can get in between your walls and you can run wiring, and it's the worst. And it's claustrophobic as all hell. Did you zap my cat? Man, dicks. No class out here. But yeah, after that, it was one of those things where... then I wasn't allowed to watch it either, so like at 10 o'clock at night on Wednesdays and Sundays, I think it was, or Wednesdays and Saturdays. It was Wednesdays for sure. I don't remember the other day where they would play the rerun of it in case you missed it. But I'd have to wait until my parents went to bed and watch it. Man, South Park was amazing back in the day. I haven't watched it recently. I've heard that it's still just as funny nowadays, which is pretty impressive for a show like that, especially considering they're competing with like The Simpsons, for example, which they already did an episode about how The Simpsons has done everything. It's very, very true. It's got to be difficult to tiptoe around another show that's done so many narratives like that. Oh, shit. The part of the map that I'm interested in is buried underneath. Well, there's got to be a beacon over here. If you guys aren't aware of our, like, current objective, our current objective is apparently to find some beacons so that we can divine the location of the next island. And I think we found our beacon, in fact. I think we're good to go. However, every time falling off shit and breaking my legs. Let me see if I can craft more of these. Yes, please. Because the powerful bullets are just so much better than the weaker ones. Double damage? Hell yeah, you know? Like, it's just really, really good and useful. It's a nice thing to have around. I'm going to do my best to eliminate as many of these as I can, because I can virtually guarantee you I'm going to need power cells in the near future. Kittybot's over here getting some. Letting them find out. Taking them out. Good job, Kittybot. That was masterfully done. Oh, shit. So that beacon's going to activate shortly. Oh, no. He's trying to get me again. Alright, so let me fall back. That beacon's going to be up in just a minute, but what we really need is refuge from the storm. Because I don't want to fight that big, nasty beast. What's up now? Yeah, you were talking all that hard game while you were running up on me. And now look at you dead ass. Falling all over, looking all busted like a mech warrior catapult. That's right, I'm going to take your metallic pieces. I'm going to harvest them, I'm going to strap them to my armor. The storm level appears to be rising quite precariously. Let's see if we can maybe ease up on that a little bit. Is the beacon done? I don't know if I have to stay in range of the beacon. I panicked once the storm started rolling in. Come on, blast me a nice little hole here. Storm levels reduced. Hells yeah. Call my ship, get my save going on. And with this beacon over here... I might have to stand near it in order for it to properly activate. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta stand near it. So I'll wait here while he does his thing, because the drone is actually responsible for the activation. And that should be our 4th beacon, which I think should allow us to figure out where the hell it is we're supposed to be going. Luckily, they seem to put most of the quest required stuff somewhat near to like the main points that you can investigate on your own using your beacon, and so it flows nicely. One leads to the next, so you don't end up walking around the island endlessly, just getting confused about what's there. A new island is now accessible. Yup. Are you excited about it? I'm excited about it. I think this sounds awesome. Starting to get towards the end of our research, which is a little unfortunate. Our kitty bot's looking a little beat up too. Poor kitty bot. Kitty bot's been having a rough life right now. I will probably spend... Give me a couple more repairs. As far as ammo goes, we're not sitting on a huge cache, but we're not sitting on a tiny volume either. Since I don't have the pieces, I'm just going to go back to normal bullets for a little bit, since I don't have access to craft the things that I want to craft. I'm going to call my ship here. We're going to fly back to the main base camp, and once we get back to there, we'll go back up to orbit, and we'll see what the new island has to offer us. Alright, so going back to our space stations here. I believe this one is more than likely the closest. I love the scale of the game, though, too. Like, it's one of those things that you don't quite appreciate, but even though we're just hopping in between islands, it's cool. It's just cool how the big dock thing, like, rotates around the top of the planet, and you use that as, like, a mobile acquisitions base, essentially, where you can deploy to any part of the planet that you want at any moment. That's a really, really cool feature, and I find that to be, like, an awesome thing. Like, I think that's cool. I know I've said it before several times, but just the concept of that is a fun thing with the space elevator and everything else. I like the different sci-fi ideas that they're playing around with in this game, and I think that's a big part of what keeps me playing it sort of obsessively. Let's go back up to orbit, and we'll decide what we want to do from there. Kittybot should be with me once we make port here. He'll get repaired, he'll get his shields back, and we'll decide what we want to do with him. I think, obviously, there's probably robots that are all around better than Kittybot, since he is the introductory bot. But at the same time, I like him. I likes him. Oh, because I have that thing... Yeah, I can make myself an extractor, actually. I'm not going to use it for right now, but I've made an extractor, and we can deploy that when we get to the next part of our island. I've also got what looks like mucus. Yeah, got another mucus plant here. We'll go ahead and we'll... Oh, they're not ready yet. Okay. I figured they'd be ready by now. I guess we haven't been gone long enough. It seems like they harvest about every 30 minutes or so. If I picked up enough chips to do anything on this side, I've got one chip available. Well, I can make my blaster charge speed better, I guess, if I'm using the blaster rounds. On this side, I do need to get my HP all nice and squared away, so there it is. Get all nice and Hewlett-Packarded up. And our new island, what is that? We can redeploy over to this side, and I'll see you in just a minute once we get there. So the ship has arrived, and I upgraded my little kitty buddy over here. He's actually maxed out on health now. He's maxed out on damage. We really want to go out of our way to protect him if we can. I would really prefer that he not die, but we don't know what kind of challenges are down here. I would like a few more controls for the pet, though. Like, you can control the pet by, I think you can use like a... If you don't have your gun out, like this right here, you can actually like click locations, and your pet will move there. But I would like a few more pet controls to be added to the game as well. That's another little thing that I've noticed as I've been playing it in a little bit more extended of detail. I'd like to be able to leave pets behind. I'd like to be able to assign pets to guard things. Just kind of hang out at the base while I scout around, because it's very, very easy to get your pets into trouble. Oh, look at that. It's a desert island. Oh, I had no idea there was different biomes. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm a fan of the desert. I love the desert. I spent a lot of time in the desert, and I find it to be a very, very appealing place. We'll see how appealing it is, though, once we start seeing some nasty mobs around. I'm also going to get myself strapped in and saved. There we go. Alright, feline. This is not exactly kitty weather, but as I understand it, kitties like sunspots, and the desert is nothing more than like a really, really big sunspot. Something over there. I don't know what those are. I don't know if those are... They got tails. My kitty bot ain't got a tail, so I don't know if that's like the upgraded version or what that is. Oh, they're on us now, so I guess we're about to find out. They look like they've got little... I got like little ice skate feet or something. I don't know. They got little pokey feet. What do they drop? Just scrap? Okay. Once we unlock a couple more, I'm going to see if I can find one of those stones to put the extractor on over here. And if we can get some free crystals, what I'll do is I'll take the crystals and I will... Oh, we've got like humanoid ones over here too. Oh, no we don't. They stand up. Okay, so these guys are like little bugs or something. I don't know how well they're going to do versus my little kitty buddy here, but I'm going to help him out. I'm going to put him down real fast so we got to worry about it. None of the beacons are activated. I do have batteries around, but I don't really see the point in Oh, we got a good plant over here. That'll help us with our research. Let's go ahead and handle that first. We'll go grab some chips out of there. I wonder what kind of weather we're going to be looking at over here. It's got to be something a little bit different. I wonder if those are like upgraded gnarly versions of the kitty bots. There's no way to really tell. We got lots and lots and lots of little ionizers around here, though. Plenty of options if we need to cancel out the storm. That is for sure. In addition, we got plenty of options for hunting, I guess, while we're out here. Is that what we would call this? I don't know if this is hunting, because like most of these things are just like minding their own business, and I don't really need to kill them. It's just like upgrading my kitty bot seems like a really, really dope idea, and so I just keep murdering things as we go along. Plus, the developers made the smart decision. They made the very, very smart decision that when you kill stuff, lots of things come out of them and they get sucked into your character like Diablo style, where it's just like ding, 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 ding. It's like you hit the jackpot every single time you kill something, and therefore it is very, very satisfying. These things seem to have a larger sight range than a lot of the stuff we've been up against so far. That part's got me a little bit worried, and I'm sure it's going to take some time to get used to. We're not going to need to use any of these ionizers around here, because we're actually within close radius of a base. I prefer to use the ionizers that are... Whoa, Kittybot, what are you doing right now? Kittybot wanted to get into that fight. He was trying to push me. You see that right there? He's giving me a good old push into combat there. Kittybot finished him off. Low, I don't want to waste ammo. Ammo continues to be a concern in this game, although I will pick up all the scrap and everything else I can get my hands on. Let's see here. We got ourselves a whole bunch of this random stuff. Grab this. Kittybot, just hold the line over there while I'm grabbing all these things. It's cool. I'll come back and help you in just a minute. I swear to God I will. It's just that... Ooh, gotcha. With the charged shot. Alright, who else is messing... Oh, nobody's messing with my Kittybot. Okay, that's fine then. Kittybot got stuck just like they got stuck. Oh no, their little LEDs go out. I kind of feel like a douchebag. They sit there and they twinkle for just a moment with the magical radiant light of robot kitties. And then, just as they arrived... So too shall they leave us. Oh, disappointing kitty robot LEDs. Maybe if I shot them and they shined brighter, it'd make me feel better. But even that seems like it'd be... Shine butter? Shine better. Still makes it seem metaphorical, though. Whether they go out or whether they get brighter, it seems very much metaphorical. If they shine brighter, it's like I'm making them Kittybot martyrs. There's been a lot of Kittybot chat in this game. That's been like... I'm pretty sure that's been like 95% of the content contained in what I've been doing over here has been Kittybots. And right in the Kittybot ass. Everybody knows that's the weak spot to shoot a Kittybot in. You gotta get him right in the booty hole. If that shot is off, does my character have sand all over him when we were zooming in right there? Huh. This is once again one of those situations where I'm having to do commentary in post. Because unfortunately, Audacity decided to eat my audio file. No idea. It looks perfectly fine in the audio tracker. It's got waves and everything, and then when I export it as a wave or as an MP3, it's just like, buzz, I can play back the audio file inside of Audacity, but nowhere else. The strangest thing, it happens like 1 in 10, probably. 1 in 20 it happens. I'm assuming that it has to do with energy or electricity lost to a USB or something, because my PC for a very, very long time has had issues sorting its USB power sources out and whatnot. It's just been a pain in my ass since, like, the dawn. And so that's what I get to deal with on a daily basis. Kittybot? That and Kittybots, apparently. Hey, Kittybot. How dare you, sir. You're supposed to... You and your banana butt are supposed to be... They got bananas coming out of their butts. He's like, yes, that's what it is. It's my bananas. Keep on saying that. Your biology book will be woefully ill-informed and hilarious. Can I get some scrap from you, though? Can I borrow some of your pieces? Awesome. We're on a lend-alone system right now. You kill a monster, you get to borrow some of its pieces for use later. We actually should probably work on deactivating the storm. Unfortunately, our radar has just gone out because apparently the whirligig of wind is making that part of our life difficult. We've also got several tornadoes, lightning strikes, all kinds of scary stuff happening. Swapping on over to the heavy ammunition because I don't actually have time to kill these with weak ammunition. I need them to go down very, very quickly. What happens when the meter fills up all the way? Do I die horribly? Oh no, that tornado is trying to take over the place that I'm trying to go. Luckily, it appears to have been built in a very cogent fashion. Therefore, the mighty wind. A mighty wind is blowing. It's blowing across the sand. It's blowing out a message for every woman, child, and man. Alright, so the storm has been ended. And Kittybot is down here just getting worked out. Like my ankles is just getting worked on by the enemy. Fire a couple rounds into you. Very, very nice. You have been handled. No further issues. That Kittybot right there is expecting. I think he got his head stuck on our banister. Wouldn't be surprising. My dog got his head stuck the pool at my complex. My dog is super dumb. Like, you guys have no idea. Among dogs, he is not the brightest. I think that for general dogging kind, we're going to go probably this direction to whatever is closest. For general dogging kind, he's not bright. An Australian Shepherd, he is not. I was in the hot tub. My wife walked the dog past the hot tub, and he saw me in there, and he was like, oh my god, I gotta save my owner because he's drowning, even though he's laughing and having conversations in a pleasant warm pool of water. And so anyways, he became dedicated to saving my life, and he got his head stuck in the fence that was around the pool. And so that was fun. I had to go through, and I had to use a wet towel to pry the bars open so that he could get his head out, so that I wouldn't have to call the fire department to get my dog's head unstuck from the bars that surround the pool at my apartment complex. So that was a fun adventure. Just the joys of owning a really, really dumb dog. My dog is not bright, I'm telling you guys. He makes poor life decisions all the time. For example, when he jumps off tall stuff, he hasn't quite figured out that he's supposed to put his paws down first. So instead, he just dives headlong with his, I'm not even shitting you, with his paws at his waist. He just jumps downwards like, ah! And just smacks face first into the ground. Everything that he jumps off of. He does this routinely. That's how bright he is that he hasn't figured out, like, oh my, and when his head hits the ground off like the couch, it makes a sickening noise. It's like, you're like, oh my god. And he gets up and he's wagging, he's like, nah, I'm perfectly good, I'm too dumb to feel pain. Like, it's brutal. It's really, really brutal. I'm trying to figure, I don't know if we can get him some injections or what we can do to make him smarter, but we gotta work on this. Because so far, his decision-making processes, break my ankles. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do that. That sounds okay. Fantastic. And then we'll just pop whatever that space heroin is that we have on us. And they've aggroed us. Fantastic. Those things have really, really long sight ranges. Like, really, really long sight ranges. We'll go ahead and activate this station. Oh, it's a station dock. Good. That's pretty sweet. What's up, Doc? Well, our station, because it's above us right now. So that answers the age-old Bugs Bunny question quite simply. I have summoned my ship. We should probably craft some normal bullets. And also some heavy bullets, because why not? We're going through rounds really, really quickly right now. So, oh, there's a free, yay, chests over here. See, I didn't know I was going to loot that because I'm doing this as post-commentary. And so essentially, I kind of just eyeball what's happening on the screen, and then I just tell a lot of stories and anecdotes, and hope that nothing interesting comes up that I forgot about, which frankly, lots of stuff is going to come up that I forget about because I brain dump so quickly. The amount of stuff that I do on a daily basis and the amount of people that I talk to, I brain dump almost instantly after anything happens. It's a horrible habit to get into. I don't know if I don't get enough, like, magnesium or what it is. I just don't remember things very good anymore. It might have also been the drug use. That's also possible. College was a rough time for my brain cells. My neurons had a rough time in college. The irony of destroying your brain cells while you're in an institute of higher living. Kind of an interesting thing to think about, though. And there it is. We've murdered several birds and gotten some free power cells, so that presumably I can make myself some more bullets. Yes. Make myself some more heavy rounds. Oh, hell yes. I've also got to record fun stuff for me right now in real life. My landlady is having the entire complex rebuilt from scratch using only jackhammers. And so, can't record episodes during the day anymore, which means you guys get to experience fun time, nighttime Splattercat from now on. Which means that, like, recording at midnight is going to happen for the next few weeks while they rebuild the entire complex using only the power of explosives and loud noises that keep me awake. So that's fun. That's enjoyable. So, people that have used jackhammers before, how long does it take to jackhammer, let's just say like a 5-foot by 5-foot area? Because I've been watching the construction team outside, and it really seems like they could jackhammer faster. These things are shooting grenades at me out of their booty tails. I don't like that at all. Like, they've been jackhammering for 3 days. I shit you not. 3 full shifts, 24 hours of jackhammering. And they have jackhammered like 7 feet of concrete, like 7 feet by 4 feet of concrete. Is that normal? Or do people normally jackhammer faster than that? I can't help but feel like me. I used to be a roofer, and I was pretty good at doing tear-offs and like deconstructing stuff. I'd say you give me like 2 guys with like wedge sledgehammers, and I bet we get that done quicker. I could be wrong. I could be bullshitting and overestimating my strength right now. But I don't know. Is that normal, Jackhammer people? Is it normal for it to go that slowly? Because it seems to me they're working on like Caltrans time right now. That Caltrans speeds. If you don't know who Caltrans is, Caltrans are those guys in California who wear the orange vests along the side of the road and then stand around like talking about who should actually use the shovel to do work. A beacon! Hooray! I got a buddy that works for Caltrans, and he said, yeah, that's more or less how it works. He said, like, if we can get away, it's a government agency, so if we can get away with standing around all day discussing who's got to use the shovel to dig up the thing we were supposed to dig up by 10 in the morning, then, you know, that's probably how we'll pass the time. He's like, you know how it goes with government agencies. He's got a picture on his forums. He posts on forums that I chat with him on, and his picture, his avatar on the forums is a picture of a Caltrans logo with a trash can underneath it, and it says, you can direct your complaints to our customer service department here. Ooh, we should definitely go get that stone right there because I wanted to use ore in order to upgrade something. I don't remember what ore upgraded, but it upgraded so... Oh my god, there are a lot of booty grenade launchers over here. That would suck if every time you had to go to the toilet, your shit was explosive. But you would also have weaponized dookies, so you could leave them like landmines all over the place. That'd be kind of interesting. Let's do our rounds right now. I got a hiccup because I drank too much Red Bull before this. I gotten really addicted to Red Bull lately. It's been a strange thing because I didn't used to like Red Bull, but now for whatever reason I've actually grown very accustomed to the flavor, and I drink several Red Bulls a day, and I'm pretty sure it's going to cause me to have a heart attack by the time I'm like 35. For reference, I'm 30 right now. So I figure I've got a good 5 years left in me if I keep drinking Red Bull at the rate that I'm drinking Red Bull, because something that I've noticed about that is that you feel very, very uncomfortable. After like the 3rd Red Bull, definitely in a state of like advanced vibration, can't sit still in your seat. It's great for working out, though. You have like 2 Red Bulls, and then you go to the gym. Oh, my God. You'll have the workout of a lifetime. You will blow that workout out of the water. That workout will be like, what happened? Did a whirlwind just come by? And you'd be like, nah, that was just me on cardio day. You'd be over there doing leg lifts just like, ka-tink, 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 ka-tink. Ah, more weight. It's pretty awesome. So apparently I can throw grenades now. Hooray. You know, and if I had access to grenades, that's exactly the sort of dumb shit that I would do all day, every day. Like, I'm not even messing with you. I would just throw grenades off into the distance, watch them explode. We used to do that on New Year's Eve with M80s and M100s. We would take them, and we would just throw them at throw them at our enemies. I'm focusing too much on the game right now. We just throw them out into a field for like 2 hours. We just have a big box full of explosives. Just throw them out into the field, and every single time, boom! And dirt would shoot up into the air. Good times, redneck entertainment. The good stuff. The good stuff. Enter Elysium just Skyped me, and he wants to talk about Sly Marbo, which is pretty cool. If you don't know who Sly Marbo is, he's basically Rambo in Warhammer 40k. He's pretty badass, actually. He's got detonation packs, well, a detonation pack that blows up like half the battlefield, depending on the size of the grid that you're playing on. And then, it's like Strength 8, like Armor Piercing 2 or 3 or some dumb shit like that. Like, it's a really, really good det pack. It's an amazing det pack. Like, it's capable of basically erasing entire infantry troops from the map, which means that Sly Marbo tends to be focus-fired pretty quickly once you infiltrate him. There's not a whole lot of people who know what Sly Marbo does who do not focus-fire him the moment they see that he's infiltrated. I don't blame you. I would do the exact same thing. I think for right now, we're trying to find our way around this ridge, because there's something over here that I want to unlock. And until we find our way around this ridge, I don't know if I should go north. I'm going to try north. Yeah, Sly Marbo's a badass. He's basically Rambo in Warhammer 40k. He hangs out in the jungle. He's a Katashan legendary warfighter. He used to be an elite unit, but now I think he's an HQ or something like that. I don't know. I haven't played Warhammer 40k in a long time. Warhammer 40k turned into like this just never-ending money sink, and so unfortunately I got out of the hobby. Especially since Games Workshop can't decide like what rules they want to keep and what they want to rewrite every 2 to 3 weeks. And so anyways, it's one of those things that I gave up on. Can't afford it anymore. And generally, I'm just tired of rebuying stuff and buying new things because they keep changing the rules around. At least that was my motive. I played Orcs for a long time. Those knob bikers, though, the salt about their cover save is real. Just be like, what are you deploying? 2,000 points worth of knob bikers. I don't know. Have fun shooting at those for the rest of the game. Yeah, a few more enemies down, taking care of business. Yeah, my landlady is reconstructing my entire apartment complex right now. And so basically all that you hear from like 8 o'clock on, and this is, the jackhammer is 7 feet from my window where I sleep. They start crack of dawn every single day. It's been fantastic, even on weekends. Even on weekends. So that's a fun feature. That's a thing that I enjoy tremendously. Can't even sleep in on weekends now. Good stuff. Yay. But nighttime splat should be interesting. Nighttime splat should be interesting. I'm hoping they get this job done. Extrapolating how much work they seem to get done in an 8-hour expanse, I figure the jackhammer will be done in about 2 weeks. And then, because they really don't make a lot of progress. I'm not even shitting you. They started at like 8 o'clock this morning. It's like 12:30 right now. Maybe 2 feet of concrete have been jackhammered. Maybe. Like a 2-foot by 5-foot area. Maybe. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to talk down about their work. It's just I don't know if that's how long jackhammering takes. Is that how much it takes? Because, like, when I go out there and I watch them work, it seems like they're working at an okay rate. It's like, it's not like he ever puts the jackhammer down. I don't know. I'm going to use this ionizer over here because I don't want to be killed by a ridiculously uprising storm. And then as we come around this curve over here, I think I'll probably... Yeah, let's break off the episode right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. I'm going to try and find my way up this hill. I don't know where I'm going to be saved, but this might be the last episode of the series anyways. This thing's been plagued by... I had a hard drive die after I recorded the episodes, and so in my process of recovering the episodes, they ended up saved all over the place, which is why the order was all borked up. Sorry about that. If you're watching this like a year and a half later, it's all good. They'll be fixed by then. They'll be fixed by the time this goes up tomorrow. However, that being said, if you're wondering about the order being all weird, it's because my hard drive was on its last legs, and so, unfortunately, I saved them over there, and then it died in the middle of the rendering process, and so I saved half the episodes on a bad drive, half the episodes on a good drive, of course under different names, because I love to ruin my own life like that, and so, yeah, just a big old crock of shit. I will see you on the next episode of Skybreak. Bye, everybody.